friends, how are you doing? How is life? I hope well. It is March. That's a thing. And this week I thought I would answer the 10 questions on the childhood tag. So yeah, let's get started. The first one is, what was your favorite Disney vacation? What was your favorite childhood vacation? Oh my gosh, and that's Disney World. I went when I was 9 years old, and from what I can remember, it was the best time of my life. Can't really remember much, which is sad, but yeah, I really loved going to Disney, and I hope as an adult, before I have children, I can go back again, and then obviously after I have children, I also want to go, so at least 2 more times in my life. Next up is, who was your celebrity crush? The first one that comes to mind is Aaron Carter. I don't know why, he was a cute little thing, but yeah, I feel like he might have been my first, celebrity crush. What did you want to be when you grew up? For as long as I can remember, I have always wanted to be a teacher, and that is what I'm going to college for. So yeah, I've always just wanted to be a teacher. I don't know, I like to say it's in my blood because my grandma, my mom's mom, was a teacher, and then my mom went to school to be a teacher before she got sick and had to drop out of college. But she taught Wednesday nights at church, for the littles. And yeah, I've always wanted to be a teacher. What was your favorite school subject? Wait, what? No, not subject. Yeah, what was your favorite school subject? Okay. So, I have markers written down, but that is not a school subject. So, what was my favorite school subject? When I was in elementary school, it was science until about 5th grade, and then I would say English, and then in high school, it would have to be band. How did you find out Santa / the Easter Bunny / the Tooth Fairy wasn't real? I didn't. They're not real? What? What? Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to call my mom. Oh, we're gonna move on now. Who was your best friend and how did you meet? Okay, so my very, 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 very first friend that was not in my family, it was a girl named Jenna, and we were best friends up until about 5th grade, and then we kind of grew apart, but I still love her. I want the best for her. Girl, if you need me, you got me, just call me. And we met in preschool. And then my best friend that I have currently, she's still my best friend. We've been best friends for, 19 years in the spring. I think around April or May. And her name is Megan, and we met in Young Fives. So basically, I like to call it the kindergarten for shy kids because I had to go into Young Fives because apparently I wasn't socially ready for kindergarten, but they teach exactly the same thing as they do in kindergarten and Young Fives. So yeah. What was your favorite subject and hobby? So my favorite hobby as a child was, so in our basement, my dad had built workbenches. He had a workbench, I had a workbench, and my sister had a workbench, and then he built my mom a workbench, but he put it in another room in our basement. We have 2 rooms plus a storage closet. But anyway, so she had the storage closet as a room for her craft room. And like I said, I like science, so I had this big brown bowl. It was old, and my parents just let me mix stuff. So I would mix perfume and paint and, what else? Glitter. I would just put all sorts of stuff in there, and I would mix it up, and I loved it. Sometimes I would bottle it. I would put it in a water bottle and mix it. I just loved it so much, and that's what was my hobby as a child. My favorite sport, I played softball as a child, from right after t-ball up until 7th grade. I played softball and I absolutely loved it. Okay, number 8. How would you describe yourself as a kid? I was very, very shy, like, to the world. I stuck by my mom. I more so would be around the adults rather than the kids. Like, I liked being with my mom, and she obviously would be with the adults, so I would stick with my mom a lot, and I was very, very shy. But at home, I was very, very talkative. My parents could never shut me up. My sister would probably multiple times wanted to kill me, probably because I talked so much and I talk really fast. So sometimes it's hard for you to some people it's hard for them to understand me because I talk so fast, like I'm doing right now. But yeah, I was a shy, talkative child, depending on the situation. Number 9. Who was your role model? Okay, so again, I was a mama's girl. I still am a mama's girl. So my mom was one of my role models. I loved her so much. I wanted to be by her side constantly. I would cry when she would leave me to go to work. And then my sister, I wanted to be just like my big sister when I was growing up. I would follow her around. I would try to sneak in her room to hang out with her and her friends. And then at one point, we shared a room because we were in the basement and there's this big room. And I wanted to have a basement room, but I was too scared to stay there by myself. So my parents had made my sister move in with me, so she had a side and I had a side. We didn't need that. Like, we had enough rooms, but she took one for the team. Thanks, sis. And I could be like, it's my room too, so I can be in here, and I would eavesdrop. But I wanted to be just like my big sister when I was little. And then finally, 10, what advice would you give to your 8-year-old self? The advice I would give to my 8-year-old self is enjoy it. Be a child. Do kid things. Don't wish to grow up because it's not fun. Like, I mean, it's fun, but it's not. You know, if you're a grown up, you understand. But obviously growing up is one of the hardest things you'd have to do in life. It's one of the things that is required, obviously. But yeah, just enjoy it while it lasts because it's gonna go by so fast. Like, honestly, I still feel like a teenager sometimes, and next month I'll be 24. Like, it's bonkers that I'm even allowed to be that age. But yeah, enjoy it because it's gonna be gone before you know it. So yeah, that was the 10 childhood question tags that I found on the interweb. And let me know your answers down below. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. I post videos Fridays at 4 p.m. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend, life, day, year, week. And I hope to see you back here next week. Bye.